Good morning guys, welcome back to another video. So this weekend we are out in the Victorian High Country, which I'm so excited to be out here, this time with a new rig, because last time I was out here I had my little Suzuki Jimny and I was by myself, so I was actually terrified to do most of the tracks. So this weekend I have recruited Danielle to tag along with me, so I'll be meeting up with her later on today, and then we're going to be heading up to Mount Buller and just exploring that region there. Now if you're not too sure where we are, so we are approximately 3 hours northeast of Melbourne. So this is Australia's beautiful alpine region. So much to see, so much to explore. It is that Christmas to New Year period, so we know that it's going to be super busy. We do have our sights on a couple of really cool campsites, so whether or not we get them, we will see. So we're just going to be very open-minded about what we're exploring this weekend. But last night I camped out at Lake Eildon, I believe it is. So it's this beautiful free camp not far from Mansfield. So I'm going to throw the drone up here and then we're going to start making our way into Mansfield and yeah, prep and get ready to head in and hit the tracks. So we had a slight change of plans and we're actually going to meet up with Danielle tomorrow instead. So I thought that we would do a little solo trek today, go hit up the Halka track, which is quite local, and you can actually camp along the river. So I thought that would be absolutely perfect for tonight. I honestly make myself laugh sometimes, so I did end up at the campsite I mentioned. However, there was just stupid amounts of people. I physically couldn't fit in there, so I was like, you know what, let's just go up a little bit further. Guys, I ended up at Bluff Hut, which is like, that is a solid mission, but you can camp right here. It is already so cold, like we are so high up, but there is also another couple of campsites a little bit further up. So we've got about another hour or two of sunlight, so I might just do a little bit further of a trek and then we'll figure out where we're going to camp out for this evening. What a freaking spot. I'm so glad I drove up a little bit further. I do know of another spot about 6 or so kilometers further up, but there was 2 cars in front of me, so I reckon they are probably heading straight over there now, so I didn't want to luck out. So this spot is going to be absolutely perfect for tonight. So I'm going to cook some dinner. God knows what we're going to have because I didn't think about that earlier this morning, so I'll make something up on the fly, and then yeah, we're just going to be watching the sunset. So I decided for dinner, I'm just gonna make a green lentil curry. This recipe is so good and it's such a good staple because I didn't defrost any meat. So this is just good to have on hand because it's just one of those like non-perishable types of meals that you can just make anywhere regardless of what you've got. So it's a pretty simple recipe overall. You're just going to cut up the sweet potato and then boil that off until it's nice and soft, and then you can add in the lentils. Now I would recommend keep the water to a minimum because you are going to be adding in coconut milk, so just add in water to the lentils just as you need it until it's cooked, and then you can add in the peanut butter, the green curry paste and the coconut milk, and then feel free to toss in any veggies that you want as well. Now I know this doesn't look that great, but I promise you the flavor is incredible and you can add so much to this as well. Morning guys, so as expected it was freaking cold last night. Like I reckon it would have dropped easily below 5 degrees, could be wrong, but it's also not shocking because we took the bluff track because obviously we're up near the Bluff Hut and I believe we're about 1400 meters above sea level, so we're pretty high up, but it's also like quite refreshing as well, and I feel like cold mornings always make coffee well and truly worthwhile. But yeah, we're gonna pack up. It's like 6 a.m. so it's super early, but we're gonna start making our way back down and then yeah, meet up with Danielle and we'll see what we get up to today. And we are about to head up to Craig's Hut, which is the Clear Hills track, so pretty keen to kick that one off. But fun fact about Danny, we actually have not met in person, so this will be the very first time we actually met through Instagram. Made it up to Craig's Hut, and honestly Danny's doing such an incredible job at towing the camper trailer. I don't know if I could do that. And fun fact, Danny is doing a lap of Australia in March as well.
I am. Can't wait.
So we'll have plenty of things to talk about, but let's check out Craig's Hut and then we'll figure out where we're going from there. Located high in the Victorian Alps, Craig's Hut is one of the most iconic locations in the Victorian High Country. You may recognise this spot as it was originally built in 1981 as a set for the classic Australian film The Men from Snowy River. Although the structure we see today is not the original, due to bushfires a new and more durable replica was built back in 2008, and this was designed to better withstand future bushfires. Situated over 1200 metres above sea level, Craig's Hut offers breathtaking panoramic views of the surrounding alpine terrain, making it one of the most photographed landmarks in the region. So whether you're arriving via the 4-wheel-drive track or hike one of the scenic trails, this iconic destination is well worth the journey.
Where will you go? Won't you miss the ones you know? I'll be here hanging on, waiting for your call. Seems like time as a wave passing by, leave a mark in our minds to turn to memories. The river's gonna cry when you're gone, gone.
So I've just been wandering around doing some exploring. We went out to the Bindery Falls and then we've come back out to the Halkwa River. So not far from where I was yesterday, but I think we'll chill out here for a little bit and then we are going to start making our way out to camp. I think we've narrowed down. We're going to go out to Mount Number 3 campsite. we pulled into our camp for tonight and I reckon we've got the absolute best spot. So when you get to the Mount number 3 hut, you just want to drive down a little bit further, maybe like a kilometre or so, and you come out into this like beautiful open space. Also, can we take a moment to appreciate Danny's setup? I'm definitely going to need like a little crib store, I reckon. So we're doing a little cooking class with Sarah. We're going to be making some pizzas. So I'm making Danny roll out her own dough. So I've already pre-prepared it, and then we're going to put whatever toppings we want on top.
Well, that actually worked out perfect. I thought that was going to fail.
You probably won't like it.
I'll still put it. It might taste good on the pizza. Not fresh.
You just put it on whole.
Oh! First time trying an olive. Oh, my bad. That still tastes. Oh, I just had to in my mouth.
Did you?
Yeah. I nibbled it. Didn't you see that? Oh, sorry, it's still kind of.
Quality content. Okay? Quality content. Now more cheese on top. Ooh, that looks good. Morning guys, so this morning we've come out to Cornhill Summit and we've just come up here to look at the views. We are going to head back down. We're going to just find some relatively easy intermediate tracks and then Danny's going to be heading off and then I'll decide what I'm going to do from there. Today has seriously gone so fast. I don't know where the time has gone. I have come back out to a very similar camp that we were at last night just to chill out for the rest of the afternoon. I do have a couple more days that I can explore through the Vic High Country, but if you know the area, everything is quite spread out. So it does take, you know, a couple of hours to get from A to B. I have already done the Bright area, which was incredible. So I highly recommend jump back and watch that video. That was this time last year. So all very fresh, which was all exciting. And the next couple of spots within the Vic High Country I'm really keen to tick off my bucket list is like your Blue Rag track and your Dargo. So those are definitely spots that I want to be equipped with like a winch and snorkel. So I reckon I'm going to put that on the list for next time and close this video off here. But yes, if you can get out to the Vic High Country, please do it. There's so much you can do with a 4-drive, but also without a 4-drive. So don't be scared if you don't have the right setup either way. But I will see you guys all next week. We are heading over to South Australia now. So Victoria was short and sweet. The most exciting part is we are on our way over to Kangaroo Island, but that'll be about 2 weeks away anyway. So either way, I will see you guys all next week. And as always, thank you so much for following along.